Police brutality.
I saw you punch him and kick him in the nuts.
It's not a 32 shirt. Right. Should we get a bit further away? I'll get down to Lee Central.
What made you do it?
I was annoyed with
Wait.
the police there. Just letting them do it.
Letting who do what?
All that. All I'm saying is, all they see on telly is the absolute genocide of people in Palestine.
So you were annoyed with the Israelis being there?
Yeah, not the people, the government.
You were annoyed with the government being there? I didn't see any government there.
Well, wouldn't they, would you? And then I need to see a cop of that fucking fight who was out to punch me. So me and him can go, you know what I mean?
He took you down.
But he's not, he's a fucking panic.
Can I advise you to just say no?
Well, what are you? What are you
I'm
saying?
a legal observer and I'm here to watch the police. I've witnessed that they've...
Police brutality, that's what
I
it
know
is.
it's police brutality and I've written it all down and I'll report it.
They're alright when there's like 20 of them and fucking grab you like
The
this.
camera doesn't
But
like
one to one, the fannies.
The camera does not like.
So you went at the Israelis.
Then he went to the copper.
You what?
You went at the Israelis.
No, I didn't. I was talking to him.
Okay.
And the next minute, a copper came for me.
What do you mean by for you? Asked you to move?
Pushed me away, yeah.
Okay.
Instantly, fucking grabbed off of me.
So you punched him.
I'm trying to say, I'm on my fucking son's back door.
So your reaction was to kick him in the nuts or to knee him, was it?
Defend yourself, don't you?
Okay, so he's just getting you away and you knee him in the nuts.
Lima 3, can I come in?
And then you punch one of them.
We're walking to Leeds Central. With
Is that right?
Now. It's compliant at the minute. But I'm
Is that right?
There's a van waiting for us.
Okay.
Getting full of bags. A couple of auditors as well, and a legal.
Well,
With
you.
the van being there.
Me?
Do our job.
I'm Mondy Media from YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Who are you? Nice wink.
Yeah. If anyone's at Leeds Central monitoring, and we could just place them in a car in the back of there, it can calm down somewhat.
And we got an alleged legal observer. No idea what kind of legal training they've got.
Zero legal training. They just rely on the same thing as us, Section 17 of Public Order Act. Observe and report on a protest.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Would you like us just going to postpone this as in connection with I stood up for us? You wanted us to back?
So I think I actually caught most of it, but then for some reason my live stream finished.
Is there anything on you? I need to know about research. Get that for us, mate. As is. Yeah, you might get some. You might actually get prison time for that. You know, that was serious. That. Yeah, it sounds like an emergency worker.
allegedly on camera.
Alright, boss, I'm in trouble, mate.
Huh?
These yours.
Sort of, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Well, training for that.
Nothing comes to declare.
There you go, boss.
I have to let go.
I'll just go a tiny bit towards the doors first. We're not going into. Just space wall for me.
Hello?
Asking you nicely. Just space wall for me. This wall.
So this was a bit of an interesting end to the alleged peaceful protest, where this guy goes to confront the Jewish contingent. The police get in front of him and move him back, and he decides to get violent.
I'll go get it for you.
News Now Yorkshire says that he'll go and get the van for them. He'll bring it round.
Oh, I'll add a bit of humour to the situation.
It seems like it's a bit of a busy day in Leeds today. There's usually 5 or 10 vans hanging around somewhere. And it says here, Leeds Central Police Station, and this is it, is no longer open to members of the public. Your closest public counter is at Ellen Road Police Station, just up from the football stadium. And it looks like it's not only closed to members of the public when they are being lawful, it looks like it's closed. It's closed for dealing with illegality.
What do you think of freedoms?
Which freedoms?
The freedom to film in public.
The freedom to film in public is a really important right. It's part of our standard democratic requirements, alongside freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of movement, freedom to do lawful stuff.
What about freedom of kicking coppers in the nutsack?
Well, you're free to do it, but somebody might determine that it's illegal.
They might arrest you and slap you
Yes.
to the ground.
Yes, you're free to actually do anything, but there might be laws against it, and you might be in trouble.
Yeah, I think so.
So for anybody that's wondering, I was talking with News Now Yorkshire then, and he is also live right at the moment. So if you're watching this on a computer, pull up another tab, put them on half screen each. You can watch News Now Yorkshire's stream on one, you can watch mine on another, and you can pick and choose which audio you have.
That is a great idea, you know. Just repeat the same smile. We've got nearly 400 people in here. For those of you that don't know, this is Mondy Media. He is live as we speak. Has been filming all day. So we'll have two different perspectives of the day. If you want to go and watch his live stream. Separate tab. Don't just cancel mine, because I won't be And yeah, go watch him as well. Make sure you watch him.
I'm still going to keep hold of it.
I've done that. I've said that bit, and that's it.
Alright, okay, I'm just saying. I'll still keep hold of it. But if you kind of
Oh, yeah, you
figure
can
out
do
a
what you
little
like.
yeah, you'll just feel a
But
bit
that
closer,
right one's
so.
really
This
tight.
one.
Yes.
So if you really want to know what's actually gone on here, just watch the last minute or so of my previous live, and then it's suddenly finished. And then watch from the beginning of this, which is only 15 minutes ago, I think, something like that.
Why? Just set your name and number, and then I can go off. Why?
He thinks that he can just go off home if he gives them his details.
69. He'll have the numbers of him.
When
The driver was just meant to be coming
what he
back.
did was, as a pro-Palestine supporter, he went and confronted the Israeli supporters, and the police went up to him and started moving him back because they wanted a bit of space in between the two sets. And this guy didn't like it. So what I saw was his head flew into the face of the copper that was moving him back. And then he punched him. Oh, no, not his head. Not his head. Was it his head? I mean, I know there was a knee involved to the groin at one point.
Someone says he didn't knee him in the private area. He kneed him in public.
Somebody's funny in News Now Yorkshire's stream.
I've seen him tap it, so that's heard about it. I said I wouldn't have been it, remember off the top of my head.
So yeah,
Should we leave this and go back? Or what?
yeah, might be a while for the van. He might do a runner though. He might try and do a runner with the cuffs on. That would be interesting. But I don't understand why there is no van here. They called for the van about 6 or 7 minutes ago, and there's usually loads of vans here on Saturday.
Dropping someone off at Ellen Road, isn't he?
Is it just the one van? There's usually
For this,
loads.
yeah, they might have someone else around, but they don't know caller numbers to call them.
They can get an Uber. There you go. Vizu, advanced bookings only. That'd be faster. So we're waiting for the money shot. I think that's what Martin News Now Yorkshire call it.
I don't think I'm going to
I mean, there's a police car up there, just sat in the way. That police car there, but clearly the driver and keys aren't around, and it's not allowed. So yeah, at the moment we're just waiting for him to possibly do anything. Here's Admiral Security Services, a response unit. He's looking for the family court. I gotta say though, these two police here, they've been exceptional. They've treated him well. One's a police liaison officer, acting as a police liaison officer right now. One's a female police officer. And they've been very, very professional. They've treated him well. They brought him up here without manhandling him. They're talking to him.
It's alright, I've just got it. It's alright, I took the opportunity while you were already over there. 'Cause- 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 'cause-
Um, I've no idea whether he's aroused. Brojo, naughty guy. That's sexist. Up there is part of the Leeds General Infirmary. What has always been known as the LGI, one of the two big hospitals in Leeds. Then they came together under the single St James's Trust.
Thank you.
I didn't call News Now Yorkshire Marty. I was referencing Marty. Let's have a wander up. See whether there's anything coming. That's the police station car park as far as I'm aware. So in order to get here, because that's one way at the bottom, police van would have to come this way. And there's an outcoming. And it looks like News Now Yorkshire has got a bit bored. Like I'm a bit bored. And the police liaison officer has started walking away. Are they just leaving him with the single female officer? I don't think so. You going to answer that? Oh, there's more police coming up now. I wonder if one of these is the one that was assaulted. You're not going to take him for them then? Oh, here they are. Doesn't look like anybody's suffering here. That looks like a very austere place. I'm not surprised they've closed it down.
Sorry about it, I thought it was on 12.
So I've no idea whether anything else has happened at the protest. And News Now Yorkshire would have been unaware as well, being up here. But it's now me on my own here now. So the van's on the way back from Main Road, maybe Old Trafford. Might take a couple of hours to get here. It's a bit like if you're having a cardiac arrest and you need an ambulance. Suddenly there's none available. But he just seems to have learnt his lesson and stopped talking, really. Because he shouldn't have really opened his mouth in his emotional state. But he chose to. So we're waiting for transport for him, really. Because he's been a very naughty boy. As Monty Python would say. You're a very naughty boy. You're not the Messiah. You're a naughty boy. Oh, Raw tells me, be careful, you're on CCTV. Hey, yes, yes, I'm always on CCTV. This is Britain. What do you expect? We're all on CCTV at all bloody times. The government has total control over us. But I haven't done anything. Fred Keener sings again. He realizes he might be doing time. Well, I'd imagine, maybe, yeah. I don't know when, though. I don't know when. I don't know whether they'll keep him in a cell for a little bit and then he'll just cop up to everything and they'll go, okay, you can go now and we'll bring you back to court when the time's right. I've no idea. Or whether they get him in really quickly, or whether in this beautiful two-tier system that we've got here in the UK, this stunning system where anybody who is clearly not far right gets away with it. And he is right though, and he's male, and he's got Adidas trainers on, and he looks like a football supporter. So maybe they will say he's far right. Because as long as you accuse somebody of being far right nowadays, that's enough. That's enough, isn't it? And it's only the far right that are very naughty boys. Alongside the Messiah, assaulted some cops. Not a clever thing to do when there's loads of them. You know, maybe he was expecting that the whole mob would jump in and protect him. Because that's what usually happens on these pro-Palestine marches. As soon as the police go in to actually apprehend somebody or stop someone from doing anything, there's usually 10, 15, 20 of them start mobbing the police, surrounding the person that the police want to get at, and then shouting in their faces. I mean, it's totally obstructing the police in the line of duty, but the police often don't do anything because reasons. I'm not even sure they carry batons, this lot, either. They might have some spray stuff, but I can't see any batons. Bring back the baton. Smack the shit out of assholes. And then get done for smacking the shit out of a non-asshole. Yeah. Sounds like the 1970s in the West Midlands to me. Just give them a good kick in the balls, call it even. Yeah. You don't really get away with it, Raw. You don't really get away with it at all. When you assault the police. I don't know what's going on here with the guy in the Vauxhall. But to deal with one guy, they've got 3 of them. Now there's another 4 coming up. It's getting a bit cold, so I'm going to stand in the sun. Get some warmth. I can zoom in. We're not missing out on anything. All the police are coming up now. Looks like the whole lot has finished. But there's no van. We do not have a van or a transport to take the guy to deal with him. It looks like everything has stopped in Centenary Square. And when I get home, I'm going to have to check all of my footage and put it all together in one thing, covering the live streams and my camera, my action camera. Right, I think I've had enough, to tell you the truth. Because I can't be bothered to wait around anymore. There's plenty of them to deal with it. We got the action. Let's pop on back to Centenary Square and see whether there's anybody left there to talk to. Find out whether anything else happened. Maybe Street Hawk's there. Maybe News Now Yorkshire. Maybe nobody. Maybe everybody's gone home and it's just the standard people of Leeds who are just using the area for their own personal enjoyment. Oops. Let's put you back. I didn't really want to do that. So this is what Leeds is like on a standard Saturday afternoon, late doors, 3:20. It's not overly busy, but it'll get busier and busier as we get through into the summer. It is warm today. I'm just in a t-shirt, have been all the time. It's beautiful to be out in the sun. There's still a couple of coppers around. Most of them have gone. Everything all right? And you? Is it all finished? Is it all gone? Huh? No.
It's still there?
Still there.
Oh, we're going back then.
Oh, we're going back.
It's done that. Oh, there.
All done. There's nothing there. Did anything else happen afterwards? Street Hawk?
Somebody collapsed, someone fainted.
Someone fainted. And they all kicked off.
Yeah.
Who kicked off?
Right, well, they carried on playing the music, did the Palestinian side, while the Israeli side stopped playing it. And then they started looking silly, so they carried on. So then they started saying to me, stop filming. That'd be your fault.
That wasn't my fault. I'm trying to bloody tell you, don't go over. I'm grabbing your bike, everything, and you're just going, what the fuck's going on? I'm off into the middle of the road.
Anyway,
So what has being full of coke got to do with it?
my brain's shut down.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so then they turned to everyone and said, stop filming. Stop giving respect. Well, she was covered up, so I didn't even film anyway. So, well, they were screaming at me first.
What side was she from?
Palestinian side.
Okay.
Then the Jewish side said, we'll give them help her because she's got medical people and you can get lost. It was just silliness. But, anyway.
So they basically said, here, we've got some medics here, we can help you. And they said no.
Yeah.
On behalf of somebody that's lying on the floor, fainted, possibly unconscious, the rest of them said, no, we don't want your help.
And then at the end, they said, one of the Jewish guys said, well, why have you kicked out the people who have been convicted of racism? And he just went, don't care. And I thought, well, yeah, that's why people haven't turned up. That's why it's dead now, because people are sick of it, even on the pro-Palestinian side. But he don't care, like he said. And I said, well, why didn't you make him? And he tried to pretend he didn't support. And I said, hang about, you've got them in yellow vests, 2 of them. So you clearly support their views. Well, he says, was that recent? I went, well, it's about a few weeks ago. I mean, well, I mean, that's why no one turns up now. They've killed their own protest because they just turned out, you know, all the people who actually did support her, I think quit. And it's just the ones that just want to support. You saw that today. You see the big 3 districts. And hopefully, last week, a lot let themselves down. But normally, it's like you just don't get the comms from the Manchester lot.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
Look how many people have been convicted. I mean, it's not one, it's 5 or 6. Even those who haven't been convicted, several have been thrown by the police. What's going on?
Well, he's still waiting outside this non-police station.
Oh, I got taken to the ages ago. Is he from the Palestinian side?
Yes. Yeah, so he's from the Palestinian side. He went up to the Israeli side. Did whatever, got a bit too close. The police decided they wanted him to move back. He decided he didn't want to move back and needs someone in the bollocks. Huh? It was.
Yeah.
Need a copper in the bollocks.
Not the smartest thing.
Then he might have headbutted somebody, I can't remember.
I don't know.
But he definitely threw a punch. And then
Years ago, they'd have just gone back to
So the PLO have returned.
I'm besides
So we're still live. I guess they can't take him in that. But I could really do with a drink. It's been a long afternoon. A bit of sparkling mineral water. Have you got any, Sarge? No? We'll go to Weatherspoons, get a coffee. Let's leave this guy out of it. Don't need anything to do with him. Not my issue. Oh, sounds like police. Here it comes. Here it comes. Gotta go round and round and round. He looks a bit dodgy. Looks like he was staking out the place. Here it is. Here he is. He's arrived at last.
sorry. You'll get those.
Yeah, yeah. Well, are you supporting me?
Big slam on that last off, please. Big slam. Go on. Go for it. Yeah.
There we go.
Better than the last one. There we go. We got that rubbish.
But there we are. There we are. The saga is done. It might well have been a pretty boring last, 20 minutes. Standing around, doing nothing. But the van driver is a bit of a busy man today, taking those naughty boys and maybe some girls off to the cells. So I think I'm going to end it there. It's been a bit of a joyride today. I had a bit of a live stream, then I turned off for the live, and I've just recorded a load of stuff. And then as we got back to Centenary Square, I went live again. And then my live stream just finished all on its own. I'm pretty sure I must have pressed a button somewhere that screwed it all up. So I ended up having to try and get stuff on my action camera. I'm pretty sure I've got most of it. And then I had the interview with the guy while he's walking down the street up to this police station. And then we basically just stayed around. And Street Hawk got loads of stuff. He got loads when we weren't there. Somebody fainting and etc. So please, keep your eye open for Street Hawk stuff. He puts a lot of stuff out during the week, a hell of a lot. Different little bits, especially OnlyFans. Check out Street Hawk on OnlyFans. News Now Yorkshire. He will be having loads of stuff coming out this week. I know I'll have one or two videos. And the police are off But off for a pint or two. And so am I. So, I will see you again sometime soon. Thank you very much for watching.